Let's talk about an external, and we want to really dig a little deeper when it comes to an external e-commerce platform. And so here's a rundown I want you to really think about. When you close your eyes and think about an external, I want you to think first and foremost about a cloud-based e-commerce solution that really offers customized merchant experience. And the word customized is kind of important here because the external tries to allow you to give a bespoke experience when it comes to your visitors, when it comes to your clients, when it comes to your leads. Okay, so the customization is really important, and this means what? It means that you have the option to integrate and add tools to your e-commerce platform that better suit the requirements of your business, and also depends on the niche on the niche that you're in. One thing we have found is that an external was actually a pretty big during COVID because the customization was really important because customers at that time had all the time in the world. They were stuck at home, so the folks at that point wanted to have a more personalized experience. An external e-commerce platform did a great job in terms of creating a bespoke, helping users create a bespoke experience. So that's kind of cool. And so when you have a bespoke experience, you are basically leading to the delivery of a unique service that most large retailers and merchants are looking for. So basically, an external actually is available to all brands, all sizes. So whether you're a small business or a large enterprise or a medium-sized business, you can actually use an external e-commerce. So unlike template-based systems, the external platform actually maintains the merchant's branding, navigation, and website design throughout the entire shopping experience. So that's kind of cool. And also, this platform is used to capture and create omni-channel orders, which include B2C, B2B, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, call center, in-person, subscription, club orders, and even quotes. I mean, Nexternal does a great job in terms of helping you with quotes management. And the Nexternal e-commerce platform also includes a robust API, powerful marketing tools, integrated fulfillment capabilities, and first-rate customer support. I'll speak about a little later on about the API functionality. So this is an important element to think about. So let's talk about the value here. When you think about an external e-commerce platform, what kind of value can you actually derive from this platform? Well, basically, you actually, as a user, you get beautiful and custom designed stores built from existing websites. So that's kind of cool in terms of, again, going back to what I said a little earlier, the customization, the personalization, the ability for you to actually differentiate yourself from the existing brands in the marketplace. Okay, you are able to perform B2B and B2C transactions from the same system. So this results in terms of total control over product pricing, for instance, product visibility, discounts, and also billing options. So you have a lot of iterations possible, a lot of capabilities possible as well. You are another value that the external e-commerce platform adds is really that it allows you to speed up the order process and perform all order related efforts smoothly. So you can easily and quickly capture credit card payments, print invoices and shipping labels, generate tracking numbers, and send automated notifications to customers. So that's an important element to think about. You also have a cool marketing and optimization features that dramatically improve and expand your reach to your customers and potential clients. So you have the ability right there also to get a great sort of competitive edge vis-a-vis your rivals. Okay, and through an external e-commerce platform, you have a lot of value in terms of speed. So you can get real-time information. You can discover consumer trends and patterns. And you also can get detailed reports to help you create and implement viable business plans. And so in terms of reports, we love the granularity that you get through the external e-commerce platform. I mean, the reports are very granular, very detailed. So if you're looking for something really comprehensive in terms of business intel, think about an external e-commerce platform, especially the fact that an external e-commerce platform is scalable across multiple geographies. We love that. So it doesn't matter anymore if you are actually based in the States, but you target a global audience. An external e-commerce platform will help you. You have detailed reports about what's going on, for instance, in Australia, what's going on in Indonesia, what's going on in Nigeria, what's going on in Brazil, what's going on in other countries. So that's kind of cool. I want to talk to you about the potential here. When you think about an external e-commerce platform, what kind of potential should you really be thinking about? What are the features that can potentially actually boost your e-commerce solutions? Well, you have a dashboard, fantastic dashboard. Very on the dashboard, the UX and UI are fantastic. User experience, user interface, fantastic. You also have a dashboard plus for iPhone or iPad. That's kind of cool. You have order report, you have profit report, you have states report. So in terms of granularity, you will love it. So granularity in terms of geography, right? So when we talk about the granularity in e-commerce, we usually focus on three factors. And an external e-commerce platform does a great job in terms of helping you potentially understand those three elements. So number one, geography. Number two, demographics. Number three, chronology. Chronology really has to do with timing. So the timing, like the way you sell in your e-commerce store in November or December, is not the same way you sell in, let's say, in April or in May, for instance. So external really helps you get more business intel, so you can adapt your sales strategy to the chronology that you want to go after. You also have a printer-friendly report. So that's a great potential that we love within an external e-commerce platform. You have the ability to actually have, again, going back to what I said a little earlier in terms of the granularity of the report, fantastic. So in terms of report, you have all kinds of reports. You have product reports, you have customer reports, you have vendor reports, and you also have like benchmarking reports. You can actually spy through an external e-commerce platform on your competitors. You can actually get competitor reports. You can see what the competition is doing, and you can actually benchmark that criterion into your own strategy. Like you can actually either copy what the competition is doing, or you can just come up with your own idea, with your own strategy, with your own tactics. Everything is possible, right? I mean, this is an open market, and everybody just lays out its strategy. In terms of potential with an external e-commerce platform, I've told you before about customer report. I've told you about the vendor report. I mean, those are important elements. Customer report means what? It means that you are having a detailed piece of information on your customer, basically where he was or she is coming from, the geography, the demographics. So you can also have a complete psychographic report on your customer, and this kind of helps because you are able to actually lay out a strong foundation for your product catalog. You're able to actually change your products based on what you think the clientele might actually like. So that's kind of cool. You also have a vendor report. So vendor report actually helps solidify your relationship with suppliers and vendors. That's very important to really think about. And also you have a batch order processing. So if you are looking if you're looking for processing, if you want to process batch orders, if for any reason you have your inventory is really colossal and you want to really have a batch order processing, the external e-commerce platform can really help you there. You also have order reports. Order exports. So you're able to actually export your orders to through CSV or Excel for further analysis. It really depends if you have let's say a gigantic database and you want to really go more granular in terms of analysis, then you might want to think about an external e-commerce platform. You also have a single-click credit card processing process. So I mean processing ability, if you will. You also have dropship module. So dropshipping is really possible through an external e-commerce platform. Not a lot of online platforms have this capability. Of course, the biggies do have it, right? The Shopify, the BigCommerce, the WooCommerce of the world. But smaller players like Miva, iCast, don't have it. And Nexternal does have this dropship module, so that's kind of cool. And you also have split shipments, so you can actually split the shipments through an external e-commerce platform. Also, when it comes to potential, I want to talk to you also about the fact that you have a pack and slip creation. So this is another possibility that you have within the external e-commerce platform. So pack and slip creation, you are able to create very modern, very branded pack and slips to actually accompany your logistical foundation. So that's kind of cool to solidify your logistical foundation. You have social media integration. So the external e-commerce platform can integrate to the likes of Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. You have YouTube for that matter. So you also have social commerce promotions with tipping points. You also have an Amazon marketplace integration. You have eBay marketplace integration. So that's kind of cool in terms of functionality. We love that a lot. And speaking of functionality, we love the fact that within an external e-commerce platform, you have an automated daily Google product search feed. So that's kind of cool to help you with trends, to help you with trend analysis, to help you with benchmarking analysis. So that's kind of cool. You also have an automated daily Amazon product ads feeds. So you have a clear idea about what's happening in the market, what your competitors are up to. So that's kind of cool. You also have a Yahoo product submit data feed. So you can see that an external e-commerce platform focuses on the most important search engines. Okay. You also have automated dailyshopping.com data feed. So that's kind of cool in terms of giving you a bird's eye view of what's really happening. You also have an automated daily Shopzilla data feed. So again, the whole idea here is that no matter where the economy is going, no matter where the trends are going in your niche, you have the ability to actually delve into intelligence report from an external e-commerce platform and actually tweak your strategy accordingly. One thing I want to say here is that everything I just told you has no bearing, no impact on the geography. So you can actually be somewhere in Louisiana and actually focus on your clientele in New Zealand, for instance. So what's the value added here? So when you think about an external e-commerce platform, what is the value that you really need to think about? Well, the value added actually, you have all kinds of value added. So you have e-commerce. In terms of e-commerce value added, you have customization. So customization is really important. I think I've already said that. So customization is really critical to an external e-commerce platform. You have email marketing. You have document storage. By the way, when we speak about email marketing, don't expect to see something as complex, as broad, as deep as what you would have with, let's say, Bravo or MailChimp or Aweber or all the other players, okay? Or Constant Contact. No, you have a decent email marketing capability within an external e-commerce platform. So you have document storage, you have investment tracking. So this is a good thing in terms of investment tracking capability. We love the fact that an external e-commerce platform goes above and beyond what the other players are doing by giving you actually some level of granularity. So you have a level of depth and breadth when it comes to investment tracking within an external e-commerce platform. So that's kind of cool from a scalability point of view. We like that a lot. You also have a no-code development. So if you are interested in an external e-commerce platform, you don't have to be to have a PhD in coding. No. You can actually use the tool real fast. You can see what happens. You can really adapt the tool to your tech stack real fast as well. So that's kind of cool. And you have supply management. So supply management is really critical within external e-commerce platform. So you're able to actually manage your supply chain real fast. You also have review management. So review management allows you to actually know what's happening, what's customers' feedback based on the products or services that you are selling in your store, right? And also, when we speak about review management, you have the ability also to review, to actually look at the reviews, but also respond to those that need a response. Let's talk about the pricing here. So when we talk about an external e-commerce platform, what kind of pricing should you be thinking about? Well, first of all, you can see on the screen here that basically you have to contact sales to actually know how much they're charging, because they do not publish their pricing like on their website. So you have to contact sales. But no matter what, you want to book a demo. Okay, you want to book a demo. You want to really try the software to really see if it works for you if it works for your business before you go for anything else. Okay, and so the pricing that you pay basically will depend on the technical details that you want: Windows, iPhone, iPad, Mac, or web-based. It also depends on the deployment that you want, whether you want cloud-based or on-premise. Just be aware that it doesn't matter the pricing tier that you choose. The pricing model is always quote-based. You have to contact customer service, and the language support is actually English, so they don't actually have other languages on their website. And the customer types are pretty diverse, really. You have small business, large enterprise, medium business. You have freelancers. So you have a lot of you have a wide array of customers. So that's kind of cool, because a lot of folks think that an external e-commerce platform is actually for large enterprises only. No. I mean, we know that based on the fact that they actually are not publishing the pricing on their website, the price will be high anyway. But you can afford it. You can really afford it. So what kind of support does this vendor offer? Well, you have email, you have phone, you have live support, so that's kind of cool. You also have training. So basically, an external e-commerce platform can really help you out with in terms of your next online store by training you. I mean, they can train you or your team members for that matter. So they'll dedicate a customer service rep or an expert to kind of help you how to set up everything. So that's kind of cool. Now, there could be cases where they might charge you a little extra for the effort, though. I mean, they do not; those things don't come like for free. So if you want training, if you want, the platform itself doesn't actually entail a larger, like a steeper learning curve, so you can actually get started real fast. However, if your team needs some kind of training, they will charge you for it. So here's the bottom line to this conversation. I spoke to you about an external e-commerce platform. I give you the rundown, the value, the potential, the value added, the pricing, and right now I'm here talking about the bottom line. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.